Hi everyone, it's Moonlight Mason and I'm making this video today because I just got my hair done. Well, I did just get my hair done, so just so you can see, this is my hair and I just got it dyed, and the reason I'm letting you guys know about my hair is because I had taken a bottle to it and my hair was so dark, I messed it up basically, but I just came back from getting my hair done and now it's all perfect and I love it, and this is my hair. Since many of you are interested in this video, we are going to talk about Miss Tana Mongeau, the good, the bad, and the ugly, her last video that she put up, and all the drama channels have made their videos, and in this case I did watch most of them, so I'm glad I watched most of those videos, because obviously when I watched Tana's video in its entirety, I mean, what everyone has said is exactly what I was thinking. You know, I was just thinking the same thing, so I don't want to reiterate everything that you've heard. And as always, we are going to use what Tana has put out there, has an apology, and just that whole hour video has a learning lesson for all of us to become better people and better human beings and to be happier. So in this video, we're going to talk about what my perceptions are and how we can use what she did to illustrate and teach us how to be better, how to be a happier human being. If that's something that you're interested in, keep watching. Hi everyone, I'm Moonlight Mason, and if this is your first time here, do consider subscribing. I do love hearing from you with your comments down below. And as always, smashing that like button, smashing the like button, that's true, but I said liked. Smashing the like button, Masonettes, is a great thing to support this channel. Now, we're going to talk about Miss Tana Mongeau, and like I said, I don't care that this video is late. I would say 99.9% of all my other videos, when I've made a video that every other drama channel has made, unless I've told you and I've said it, if it's true, I do not watch what they have said before making this video, before making my video. But in this case, I did. I watched quite a few, and like I had said in my intro, I'm not going to go through the I'm sorry, not sorry, blame thing that she did. I do want to just say that, well, I want to say a lot of things, but I want to say that when you apologize, it's not a sign of weakness, and that's what I got from Tana's video, is that when she apologized and did it the way she did, you know, that made her, I don't want to say be the ugly part of the video, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but I mean, it just showed where she's at, and it made her look, it did not make her look in a better light. So, as you know, as you are well aware of, many of the comments and also the other YouTubers that are responding to her video, it's not in a positive light. She is coming on and saying that her apology is a sign of weakness, and that's what we should be getting from her video. Usually, when you apologize the right way, it's a sign of strength and awareness, and it's a declaration of making a consistent change in the future. So, not only did she not do any of those three things by her butts and by shading and bringing, it wasn't necessary. The video could have been 5 minutes long. She could have just said her thing and really apologized for her responsibility and let it go. Because what Michael Weiss and Good Times did, that's them. That's for them to take care of. That's their consciousness, which, by the way, Good Times is the one who refunded everyone. It wasn't Tana. So, you know, having said everything that she said about them, she didn't say anything positive, even though they're the ones who put out that statement that they refunded everyone. Now, hopefully she'll go forward with what she's saying as far as refunding everyone for plane tickets and hotels, and I find that highly impossible because you're gonna have to get receipts, and I'm not quite sure how that's gonna play. This is the lesson that we need to learn from Tana, and she may never learn this lesson, or, you know, she may. She's, you know, only 20 years old, and that is not an excuse for any type of behavior. But before we, you know, talk about how she uses that as an excuse all the time, I just want you to think about when you were 20, and I know most of you aren't even 20, but if you're older, and when you were 20, it was a whole different time than it is now. I am considering that. I don't understand where her parents are. Does she have parents? I don't get, there's a lot of things about Tana that I don't get, I don't really need to get, but I don't understand her parents' role in her life, if she even has parents or what the deal is there, because she is definitely a wild child. When we use our past or something that has happened to you, so something that's old being your past, something that's been unprocessed, unrecognized, not talked about, you haven't built a relationship with that shadow, which I've talked about many times before. What happens is that when you feel like you have to say I'm sorry to someone, you'll say, well, I'm sorry, but you should have seen what happened to me when I was a child. You know, the reason I am the way I am is because this and this and this happened, or I saw this, or, you know, I was exposed to this, and that is why I'm the way I am. That is really, really what you need to be working on in your teens, 20s, and even into your 30s. You need to work on it until you have made, I was gonna say love, but that's a great way to put it. Until you have made love with the horrible, unhappy things that have happened in your life, so that you can live the rest of your life not saying, I am the way I am because this happened to me. Because if you read my book, it's not done yet, when it gets published, you'll understand, no, you'll be amazed. You'll be like so amazed at how I turned out the way I turned out, because based on what I was given with, based on my start to life from the moment I was born all up to maybe, I don't know, 21, 22. Based on all that, dang, I mean, if I can accomplish that, and there are many, many others that have had it so much worse than I have. So this is the lesson that we have to learn from her. When she said, I'm sorry, but, and then she brings up all this stuff, it's very, very similar to you saying, I'm sorry for something that you did, something you said, something that just really doesn't agree with you, something, maybe you hurt someone's feelings or something. It is a lesson for all of us to learn that whatever happened in our past, whatever we have not resolved, is our responsibility to go forward in a positive, healthy light on who you are, who you show up for other people. Now, you have her showing up in this video like meek, like a victim, like, you know what? When she was saying I'm sorry a couple times, she made eye contact, which I thought was great. Like she was saying, Anne, I'm really sorry. And if you'll notice, but when she's talking about all this BS that really doesn't matter and has, to be honest, zero to do with her her actions, her lack of what she did, she's looking over here. She's talking on the sofa and she's looking over here, and you can see she's closed. You can see her being really, closed, like in a box, and she's right here, okay? But when she says she's sorry, she kind of opens up a little bit. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you're gonna go throughout your life and you're gonna be throwing darts at people with your thoughts, throwing negative energy out there, like with these comments on other videos, YouTubers who make videos and get these hate comments, it's the same thing. It's coming, it doesn't matter how old you are really, but it's coming from people who have not resolved any, and every one of us had things that happened to us. All of us had things. Nobody was born in a perfect world, not even Paris Hilton, not the Kardashians, not anyone. Some of us are born more privileged than others, and it's really sad when you have all the money to make things right and to get whatever help you need. That's really sad. That's another video. That's something else. But you can create the life that you want to be, You can create the life that you want to live, which I'm assuming is being happy. I mean, I would hope that your first priority is to be healthy and to be happy. I would think those are the two #1 priorities for being a human being. Because when you're happy and you're healthy, you can show up and you can give who you truly are. You can share it to other people and it comes free. It's not something that needs to be conjured up or manipulated or thought about or intentional. It just is who you are. And how do you get to that point? You get to that point by resolving all of this past stuff that happened to you. But what's happening is when you say, I'm sorry, and then you go and you start blaming someone else, your parents, your school teachers, or whatever happened, you start blaming other people, what happens is you're not sorry, because this is about you and your consciousness. That's all it's about when you say sorry. It's about you. You can't really apologize for someone else. Well, you can, but that's not really authentic. And that's one of the things that Tana, she's not right now, okay? And I don't know. I know that she, tweets a lot about being high at the airport. I know that she drinks. I have no idea why her voice is so raspy. I did read some comments that other people's voices were like that from doing drugs. I don't know, okay? But she's lost. And that's what I want for each and every one of you that are watching this video, is I want you to show up as you truly are, as when you were born into this world, before all these negative things or whatever happened to you happen. It's not that you need to let it go. Okay, that's the wrong thing to say. It's the wrong thing to think that you can do. You don't want to let your past go. You want to look at it. You want to develop a relationship with it. You want to look at your behavior and question yourself. And you know what? I think I'll link a couple of videos at the end of this video on shadow work, because that's basically what I teach, is how to become a better person by integrating, loving, understanding who you were when all this bad stuff happened to you. See, that little person that you were when all that stuff happened to you, it's still inside you. It's still there. And so when there's certain triggers that come up, guess what? You're no longer yourself or who you think you are or who you pretend to be day to day. You revert back to that little tiny person that's still inside, because you're carrying all of this pain and all of this grief with you. And the only way through it is to make it a part of you. Make it a positive part of you. It may even be just talking about it the way I'm talking about it now, but confessing and saying, I want to talk about what happened to me. But a lot of people do that, don't they? A lot of people come up and make videos and say, you know, this happened to me and that happened to me. I have a whole playlist on the stuff that's happened to me and me being bullied, but very few people acknowledge it, name it, like name that little person that exists within you that is filled with hurt, that is so filled with anger. You gotta name that person so that when you respond in a way, right, which isn't favorable, like Tana just did in her video, she did not respond in a way that's favorable. She made herself look bad. It would have been better if she wouldn't have made the video at all, because that video made her look really bad. I don't even know if she has an awareness of that or not. I don't know. But when that happens, instead of brushing it away, I'm kind of talking about a little bit of that's in my book right now. I talk about brushing the crumbs away. You know, you just brush it away as if it's going to disappear, as if it's not going to happen again, as if it doesn't matter that you were rude to someone. It doesn't matter that you left such a hateful, negative comment to someone. It doesn't matter. And it clearly defines you. It defines who you are, that you haven't actually, and this, I don't, like, there's our 80-year-olds out there that don't even know what I'm talking about, and I totally get it. I totally get it. But this channel, my whole channel is about making you a better person. But I hope that you can see Tana's video, the good, the bad, and the ugly in a different way now, and that you can see and appreciate how important it is to deal with your unprocessed, with whatever has happened to you, to actually face it. Now, if you want me to go deeper and talk more about this, let me know in the comments below. I was going to make this like I was going to say a threesome. No. All right, you guys, until I see you in my next video, leave your comments below. Let me know if you'd like me to go deeper into the subject about how we need to deal with what's happened to us in the past, so we don't use it to define, explain who we are now and what we do. This is Moonlight Mason, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.